It's time!
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, he has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, as much respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary, and he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can lead the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world,
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight.
Good.
All right, here he is, the founding father of modern MMA, Bruce Lee, ready to go for round one. The speed and the angles just absurd, and a hard guy to simulate in training. You think you got a beat on him, and then you end up twitching on the canvas. So we'll see how the opponent chooses to defend Bruce Lee here in the early going. Outstanding knee to the body there. He's the taller fighter. Might as well put that size to good use, and he certainly did so there. There's that head kick. Back to the high kick now. Lee gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. Fast pace here in the early going.
That was a big check.
Couple of chins here being tested early. Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. Big right hand. Trying to establish that jab once again. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Lee.
Great kick to the body. Nice leg kick. Nice shot there by the champ.
Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Beautiful counterpunch, really settling in when it comes to his counterattack here tonight. And again, making good use of what is a huge advantage in reach. Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Effective with the jab, true on the double leg. All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 2 minutes now to go in round 1.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Making all these shots count.
Win the scramble, win the scramble.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Lee getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Having his way with him here.
Oh, right into mount.
Less than a minute now to go in round 1. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the field.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. That's exactly what they got in that exchange.
Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Quick jab. Back and forth we go. 20 seconds left. Straight punch, that is useful. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop! All right, no problem. Let's recover, relax, shake it off. Forget that last round. This round, you're really gonna set up those takedowns. I want you to be...
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmaker did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame. Nice kick to the midsection. Gets lit up by that straight punch. Just missed with the leg kick. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Oh, how clean is that jab by Lee? Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
That was nice strike.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2.
Nice eyes on the defensive side.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Right on the button.
Another big shot to the head.
Back to the single. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
Did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Lee's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Takes his back now. Under 90 seconds to go.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Lee's in half guard. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right? Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket.
There you go. Stand tight. Stand tight. Get the double leg. Double leg's there. Double leg.
Hook lands.
Right here, you got to empty the gas tank, John. You got to just go forward and let everything fly. Oh, big elbow. And that was a solid kick.
15 seconds. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here?
Big right hook there by the champ.
In the books.
All right, take a seat, bud. Breathe. Slow it down. How you feel? Great, man. That was awesome. I told you were going to win this fight with cardio, man. He is already spent.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still so evenly matched, and the fight has been so close to this point.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Oh, strike attempt to the midsection, it's blocked. Out of range with that one. Lee's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Best punch in the game, beautiful jab.
All right, so you see some redness on that calf. Maybe he's starting to slow down a little bit.
It looks like he is. Starting to really hurt him.
Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now.
And the strike lands clean.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Oh, he's got hand skills for days. Beautiful combination of punches to the head. Inside leg kick is there. Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
Ooh.
Nice block.
Just misses with that one. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Oh, that head kick was nasty. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he can slip strikes, the longer he can prolong his career.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Solid punch lands for him.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Hook, that'll land.
Short time now in the round.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Final seconds here. Oh, great block there. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot because the reality is when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5, and this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon. Big ground and pound.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Side control. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back.
Changing the position.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Kembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Lee. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage out of it.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use that half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Nice straight punch. Beautiful job getting those hands up.
3 minutes. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Oh, and he lands another huge knee there as the taller fighter uses his length well yet again. Strong inside leg kick.
His cardio is great right now. He still seems fresh. He can seem like he can fight 2 more rounds if he needs to.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the early rounds. Oh, he's wobbled now. Oh, this could just about do it. Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. It's a big knee. There by the longer fighter. Ooh, looking to set up that head kick. Well, you can sense the corner frustration. He has not had any answer for these body shots, and now you see the visible damage.
Well, his coaches are wondering, where's the defenses? We worked on this. We knew this would be an attack that they would come with. Why are you not doing what we've trained? He's got to change something, man. He's got to tuck that elbow. He's got to roll and turn. He cannot continue to take these body shots.
Oh, nice job getting the guard up to block that one. Oh, rips the body shot there. Oh, and he found the target again. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. All right, 45 seconds now to go to the round. Nice entry there, and able to finish. Well, if this fighter gets back to the stool, he's going to get an earful from his coaches. Confidence seems to be abandoning him.
Yeah. He's brutalized him with the turnbuckle.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Well, what else can you say about Bruce Lee after a performance like this one? Seemingly everyone on the roster wants to take their cracks against one of